In this second example of the e-tutorial from 2D to 3D, we start from a drawing of a shaft. We want to create this shaft in the 3D environment. The drawing contains groups, as we can see in the drawing structure. We want to select the entities inside them. We open the groups to allow the selection. Using the filter command, we select text, dimension, cross-section labels. The selected entities are the ones we want to hide. Using a window, we select the geometry we need to bring into the 3D environment. And then we copy them. Now we open a new model and we paste them. With copy and paste, the program places the geometries respect to the origin of the drawing. If we display the set of the three axes, the distance of the entities from the workplane origin is the same that they have in the drawing. We turn off the visualization of the workplane and pressing the W button, we turn off the workplane too. We adjust the geometries considering that we will create a rotational solid. We delete the geometric entities that are completely below the axis. We use trim curves with limits with the axis as boundary to delete the excess part below it. Then we examine smaller areas and we delete the useless lines. These lines will be created as a result of the slot feature we do later. Then we use the Smart Delete command for other lines. These will be created as edges of the revolution solid. We trim this line, extending it. Let's go on by adjusting and deleting the lines that are useless to create a revolution solid. Also, these lines will be the edges of the final revolution solid. We focus on the last part at the bottom and we proceed by removing other lines. This groove will be created by the slot feature we do later. Finally, we extend this curve. Now we have all necessary elements for our solid. We select them with the chain command. We run the rotational solid command and select the axis of revolution to revolve the selected chain about it. We start to see our shaft. It's not complete because we have to create slots and holes. We will create the slots starting from the buttonholes we keep in our model. First, we need to position them in the right place. We want to move this buttonhole in a different point. This one. And we want to rotate it around the x-axis of 90 degrees. We obtain the right position in the space. The bidimensional entities should lie in a xy plane to be used for the creation of a solid. So first we move the workplane on this point, and then we use, for example, the Align Zeta Axis command, and we select the bottom edge. The zeta axis is aligned to the edge and we keep the necessary XY orientation. With the linear slot, we select the buttonhole as a profile and create a through-hole slot. We invert the direction outward and the slot is done. We repeat the same operations for the buttonhole on the other side. Zoom window to work with more details. We move the selected geometry, the buttonhole, We reset the starting point for the movement. We rotate the geometry, in this case by rotating the handle around the x-axis, and the positioning is correct. We move the work plane on this point. The XY orientation is correct because we change it for the previous feature. We just have to do the slot again. Then we select this profile, the solid, and we invert the direction. Then we confirm. Now we have to insert the hole. We select threaded as a hole type. Then we choose the designation and we set the extension to blind. We select the face and its center. We don't insert any value for depth and 3 depths, but we move the handles for defining both of them. Okay. Confirm. This is the final object, our shaft. Using the filter command, we select all the entities but solids, and then we hide them. We save our model. We created it starting from the drawing of a shaft. Last, we close the model and the drawing too.